What's cracking, trainers? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon GO Battle League content. In today's video, we got another Master League Shoutcast for y'all. This one is going to be featuring a Pokemon that I think is really strong into the Master League meta right now. Could have a little bit more stat product, but it does well for what it is, and that's our good old boy, Gary. Gyarados is a strong anti-meta pick now, dealing with dragons and having positive play into most of the grounds and steals that are very popular right now. Grandmastagoofy sending in these games. Thank you, Trainers, I'm desperate. Please send me your shoutcast. I have a Google form in the description and the pinned comment. Please, if you'd like to send in some battles for me to watch, enjoy, and share with the world, please check it out. Fill it out, send it in. I'd love to see them. This trainer is going to be running a Solgaleo in the back. Very, very strong pick to lock down Kyurems and the Crown forms. And speaking of Crown forms, we have a Zamazenta in the back here just to round out the team as a double steal. With Ice Fang, Zamazenta is a very flexible threat. Let's get into the battles. First game, we are going to have this Gyarados up against Shadow Metagross. There's a small list of things that you're like, it exists, but I'm never going to see it. And Shadow Metagross is one of those things. Now, it's definitely present in this game right in front of our eyes, but the opponent safe switches Kyurem in because they are clearly core broken by the Gyarados, and my goodness, this thing is doing its job. The opponent freaks out, sends in their Zamazenta, and they're going to be having to shield this Behemoth Bash or just take the full damage to the face. Kyurem will be gone. The opponent lets it go. And then what are they going to do? They're going to bring in the Metagross here. We can hit for neutral damage with these close combats. And they got the same type attack bonus. These are going to hit like a truck. Does the opponent respect the damage? Yes, they do. They said, I'm shielding this because I get this farm down opponent. Going to be able to get there. We're not getting to another charge move. Unfortunately, then Gyarados comes in, sacrificing. No, not sacrificing because it does resist this damage. The opponent not going to be running Psychic. They have a Shadow Meteor Mash packed and primed for the Gyarados, but Gyarados is going to fire back with the Crunch and look to do super effective damage. The opponent going to shield up. The second shield is gone. Metagross not swapping out. We respect this Earthquake. It could be an Earthquake. You never know, trainer. It could be an Earthquake. It was an Earthquake. That was an incredibly good shield. And the opponent brings in Palkia, and it seems like all is lost, unfortunately. But remember, we have a Gyarados with a fair amount of HP left, and this Psychic Fangs debuff, none of them can be dispelled because the opponent has no Pokemon left to swap out to. This Palkia getting dangerously low. They are going to need 2 moves at least to knock out this Solgaleo. Has Aquatail going to do about half a one take wonder. I'm already this far. We're good. I ain't stammering no more. We got this. Psychic Fangs gets it close. Then one Dragon Breath from the Gyarados takes it out. Metagross comes in. Can it get to the farm down or the move? No, it cannot. Gyarados flexing its core breaking potential into this team as it was triple strong into the whole thing. Giving Grandmastagoofy an easy dub. Good game. All right, next game up. Come on, give me some more of this. I need it, bro. This is amazing. Gyarados into Rhyperior. You couldn't ask for a better lead. This is not Palkia, trainer. We double resist the Mud Slaps, and that is much better in this matchup. The opponent trying to make a switch out. Solgaleo. No, the Zamazenta. It's a 50-50 call. I'm going to get it right, or I'm not going to. It's all good, man. The opponent met with the Zamazenta, the giant shield, just saying, you can't touch me. I have high defensive stat product. Yes, I do. And now they're going to go for the Behemoth Bash, not looking to let the defense drop. Looks like they want to go for a Behemoth Bash and go for the Ice Fang farm down. A very good play, but now we risk the tanking of an Draco Meteor. The opponent going for the Iron Head. That is not a Draco Meteor. Trainer! Draco Meteor might have actually come close. The opponent going to come back in with the Rhyperior, but this Zamazenta is loaded, and close combat is looking this thing, and you're just going to punch him 16 times in the chest. The opponent's going to bring in Giratina, and skillfully Grandmastagoofy realizes I have a charge move. I'm going to swap out, bank it. Opponent brings in the Giratina. It's getting shredded by the Dragon Breaths. Opponent, maybe they go for a bait here. Does it really matter? We call the bait. They go full send the Shadow Ball, and it does not matter. Solgaleo is still full HP. They both simultaneously knock each other out, and in comes Solgaleo, but it's shield down, and we have one turn light. We don't get the Fire Spin through. You gotta land an Iron Head on this thing. Rhyperior's going for the Breaking Swipe, desperately trying to get that debuff, but they're not going to get there. Solgaleo looking to take another debuff potentially. We do still have Zamazenta with a move in the back, so we just make sure we get to this Iron Head. The opponent either shields it or realizes we have the close combat loaded and lets this go. And if they do, it's over. The opponent lets it go. A couple of Fire Spins is going to do it here, and we have 2 shields. Now is a great time to use them. As Solgaleo's looking to get the fire spin down for the dub. Good game. Well played. Gyarados, actually meta relevant in the Master League? Yes, please. Sign me up. There's a Marshadow in the next game. This is a fighter, but it has a deadly secret weapon. It looks like it's packing counter instead of Sucker Punch, but the opponent... I mean, this thing has the elemental punches. You never know which one the Marshadow has, and it typically runs that in close combat. Now, I've seen them usually with Ice Punch to deal with things like Yveltal, but I don't know what they're on now. And the opponent going for a move. It's a Thunder Punch, Gyarados! No! Oh, no! Gary, bro! No! The opponent's going to bring in this Palkia. Zamazenta's looking pretty good, going for the Behemoth Bash. The opponent deciding to shield the resisted move. That's a good call. It's a good Behemoth Bash, but the opponent goes for the fight.
Kaboom! Kaboom! Kaboom!
Oh, that poor Zamazenta was like, bro, you got spatial run? He's like, nah, bro. Watch this. I'm going to boomstick your whole face in. And I would also just top left immediately. No way, bro. Good game. There's nothing you can do about that, but just be moving on, man. Oh, that was great, though. That was great entertainment, Trainer. Thank you for including that battle. I don't care how quick it ended. That was still fun. Thank you. Now, Zamazenta has a choice to make. Is it going to throw that Behemoth Blade and not drop the defense? It goes for the close combat. The defense is dropped, and the opponent doesn't have enough HP to cover the rest of their health points being hit by the fire spin after the debuff, and the fire spin takes him out. Now the Zamazenta is going to come and get some energy. Opponent's got a ho-oh, but we have a Gyarados. Gyarados is looking this ho-oh dead in the face and saying, look at me, buddy. Try it. Now, they're just going to go for a Sacred Fire, try and get a debuff here. Aqua Tail, however, would do quite a bit of damage, so they're going to go ahead and shield it as they need to. We have to shield these, Trainer. We have to shield these. Yes, we do. Secret Fire would be resisted, but it would still do enough damage because, unfortunately, our buddy Gary lacks the ability to tank moves from giant legendary Pokemon in the Master League, which is why he's the king of Premier, but not quite open. But Gyarados has a choice to make. Do we let this go? The opponent is low enough. Brave Bird getting the defense drop. In comes Zamazenta looking to get the Ice Fang farm down the opponent. Realizing they're getting too low. They can't give the energy to the Zamazenta. And Zamazenta has a choice to make. Is it going to shield? No, it's not. The close combat is reached. But now we can come in with the Solgaleo. Get it even lower. The opponent might have to shield the Psychic Fangs because their defense is dropped. This is neutral damage. And the Fire Spin that comes after will probably be close to lethal. And it's going to knock out before the Ice Fangs take out. Opponent comes back in with that ho-oh. They have a little bit of HP. Can the ho-oh make it? No, it cannot get to a move. Ice Fang farm down for the win. Let's go. Good games. That was hot. Because it was a fire type. Great lead in this game. This is the matchup that I was targeting when I was thinking about Gyarados. This and the Rhyperiors and all these things. But Solgaleo's going to safe switch in here. Palkia is still farming up a ton of energy. Are we going to shield this? This might be the Fire Blast. Or are we going to say, no, he doesn't have Fire Blast? We shield the Fire Blast! We learned from last time. And then the opponent comes in with Zygarde. Trainer, what do you do against literally any Zacian in the lead or any fairy type? What on earth is this? No. The Solgaleo goes for a couple of Psychic Fangs. You're trying to drop the defense of this extremely bulky, thick dragon here we have in front of us. Probably should go for an Iron Head next, I would imagine, but Psychic Fangs are just continuously drop. It's spammy. I don't hate it. It's also got the same type attack bonus, so it does a little bit more than nothing, even though, generally speaking, I find Psychic Fangs to be just like it never does enough when you need it to kind of move. But opponent going for the move here. They're going to go for the Bulldoze. Bulldoze ain't going to do nothing, man. This Solgaleo, get to another charge move on the CMP tie. It's going to win that charge attack priority tie. Psychic Fangs gets it very low. This is a great opportunity for Gyarados to get a little bit of energy. The opponent's Palkia completely wasted all of their energy as well. Gonna get that, let that go here. Zamazenta gets one Ice Fang. What's the opponent gonna have in the back? Because they're not bringing that Palkia into this. No, sir. The opponent has the Volca. Huh? They have the The who? Oh, bro. No. 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 What is this thing? What? People have this thing already? Palkia comes back in. Can we survive? Can we Dragon Breath down? No, we have to go for the Aqua Tail. I don't even think it's enough, dude. Palkia doesn't take damage from Aqua Tails. Oh, it's alive, but it doesn't go down to the... No! Man, that's it. Yep. You gotta leave it up. You gotta leave it up. They go for that crunch. You gotta leave it up, but this thing's gonna have overheat or something. This thing has a fire charge move and unfortunately knows that they don't have to shield anything. Defense drop doesn't matter. They got moves for days right now. They've fired off like 5 incinerates. A sludge bomb bait. Are you kidding me, trainer? No, bro. No, just double overheat. Come on, no sludge bomb us here. Why? No, this is it. This is gonna take him out now. Zamazenta wouldn't even be able to land enough. It wouldn't have enough HP even for an incinerate after that. Brain shut off mid-sentence, as it tends to do. Zacian, another interesting matchup here, but looking to swap into the Zamazenta instead. Gyarados does resist all of the moves from Zacian. However, the Dragon Breaths are triple resisted by the Steel Fairy typing, so probably not a matchup you want to stay in. But the opponent comes in with a Rhyperior, and this is not by any means a response to Zamazenta. These Mud Slaps will not be enough to outpace the damage coming from this Zamazenta. Do you see that the Zamazenta is taking about the same amount of its HP bar from the Mud Slaps as we are from? Oh no. That's a superpower. That trainer got you. Oh, they got us. Oh, man, but they take the Rhyperior, let him go. Zacian comes back in, but now we get to align the Solgaleo to it. That was a surprise superpower. I would not have been expecting that. Knowing that you have this thing that resists all the energy that normally runs on a Rhyperior. Yeah, that makes some sense. Opponent's got the Kyurem in the back, though, and they're in a bad spot because this Iron Head is going to do incredible amount of damage to this Kyurem, and they let it go. Can they even get to a move? The Shadow Claws coming from this Kyurem. Yes, they can. This is a Fusion Bolt. We have to shield this. It will one-shot us. Yes, indeed. Opponent going for that Fusion Bolt. Looking to get the farm down with the Gary. Gary gets the farm down. Can we now get to the Zacian's health bar enough to take it out? The opponent could just double up on moves, but they cannot farm down. They have to throw the energy here. And getting this Aqua Tail in is huge. No, we can't get to a move on the Zacian against the Zacian because you're going to be seeing pretty quickly. They got 2 moves and we don't. This Behemoth Blade, although resisted, now it will knock out. Yes, Behemoth Blade doesn't even knock out. My goodness, trying to go for the farm down, but Solgaleo gets a snipe down the Zacian, and we still grab victory from what looked like an absolute defeat. Good game. We got Ho-Oh on the lead. This is where you like to see it. Yes, indeed. You don't want to see this in the back, ever. No, the opponent safe switches into Palkia because they're an absolute shambles. Zamazenta comes in and is going to make quick work of this Palkia. Opponent going for a charge move. It's going to be that Aqua Tail. They don't have enough energy for the Fire Blast. And so we'll see the Zamazenta continue to farm up. And your boy is going to hydrate because you should drink water. Yes, please do it today, trainers. Going to be going for that Behemoth Bash. Get that resisted Ice Fang farm down as the Aqua Tail is thrown here. Palkia needs to get to another one to be able to get a shield, but it can't do it. I'm sorry, is that 4172? I think I just saw 4172 CP. That's a baby Palkia, is it not? Oh, yes, it is. Either way, Palkia. I don't think Palkia was winning that one anyway, so it's all good. It's just something I just randomly noticed off the corner of my eye. Gyarados comes back in onto the right, not the right. That is a flying bird, not a land tank. XehrFelrose, come on, man. Gonna be going for this Aqua Tail right before the opponent's gonna be able to get to a Brave Bird here. Aqua Tail would be lethal from this range, I believe. Surely, yes, it would. The opponent going for that charge move. They really want to win this matchup. They do not like this Gyarados. Brave Bird is reached. Can we get that farm down? Opponent comes in with a Zacian, and Solgaleo takes the field and is ready to deal with what is supposed to be the strongest steel type in the Master League. But Solgaleo said, nah, buddy, come here. You're mine. Opponent shields up the Psychic Fangs because they're afraid of the damage coming from the Solgaleo. They go for the move. Close combat. It's not even close. Would have gone for the fire spin first. I think that defense drop was huge. The opponent going to be going down now to 2 more moves. Can they even get to a charge move? No, they cannot. In comes the Ho-Oh. Solgaleo just barely able to hang on through that Incinerate and get to the Psychic Fangs. Is the opponent able to get to the move? This is just within 1 Incinerate. Going for the game-winning Aqua Tail here. Would have been able to Dragon Breath down as well, but going for the guaranteed win condition to take out the... Oh, good game. Well played. Getting into the next battle here. Oh, this is good. Give me more of these, Zacian. I don't care what league y'all send me shoutcasts for. Please send them anyway. I don't care if it's Great League, Ultra League, Master League. I love it all, man. I'd rather do these than suffer through my own games of getting hard countered just to try and make a video. And I'd just rather showcase other people's battles, man. That's fun. That's fun to me. No, trainer, what are we doing? Huh? We're behemoth bashing! Because we can, okay, never mind. All right. This is what I get. I start talking to you through the screen, not paying attention to the video. Not that I'm saying it's your fault. I love you. Thank you for watching these videos. Appreciate you very much. No, this was a safe swapzation situation. Zamazenta situation. Brave Bird clocking the Zamazenta, but leaving it within a farm range. The opponent going for that Brave Bird, catching it on the Solgaleo. That is a gutsy move, trainer. And I take back what I said. The opponent now brings in their Zacian. They're scared of the Solgaleo. And Solgaleo is about to assert dominance. The opponent has a choice to make. They probably have a Kyurem or something in the back if they're bringing the Zacian in right here. Or they're just very confident in their ability to get rid of this thing. We're going to be no shielding the move. I think we're out. We just got to completely leave it up to Gyarados. Gyarados needs to get this resisted Dragon Breath farm down. Can it do it? This is a shield. It's a Behemoth Blade. A close combat? No, what, trainer? You gotta drop your defense. We're getting the farm down. You can't get to another move. Ken's this. Oh, it's Necrozma. Oh no, we could almost do it, but this Necrozma unfortunately has 2 shields to hide behind, and even double baits here is not going to be enough to protect this poor Gyarados from the undisputably dominant damage that's going to come from this thing. We're gonna. No, let me have it. Good game, man. No, let me have it. Alright, Moongeist Beam. I'm gonna do it anyway. Because Moongeist Beam would have clapped the cheeks off of this poor Gyarados. Gyarados staring down its greatest admirer here. Ho-Oh's in the field here. Gonna go for a shield on this Brave Bird. Opponent going for it right away. They don't want anything to do with this. They want the shield. They want it guaranteed. Palkia's gonna come in. The opponent gonna have to deal with this. Now, Steel type. This is a very difficult matchup. This is a 4600 CP Palkia. So this is not a budget Palkia. This is a full-blown Grand Slam Palkia that has all the bells and whistles. I hope the other trainer is able to get the XLs they need, because Palkia is just so good when it's maxed out. No shade. I don't do shade. I include all people here. But Aqua Tail's going to be getting close to taking this thing out. Going to go for a Behemoth Bash. Behemoth Bash looking to do some damage. The opponent putting up a shield here. The last one they had. Not getting the farm down. No, you got to get out of this. How you gave him the whole farm down? What do we do? We don't bring in Solgaleo. We got to bring in Gyarados. Doing the whoopsie-doo. Pokey-dook. Whoop. I can't. What is it? The peekaboo. We're doing the peekaboo. Are we really here for me to shoutcast battles? Or are we here to listen to me be a complete fool on camera? Oh my god. What just happened? Solgaleo firing off as many Psychic Fangs as it can, but unfortunately going to get incinerated down. The opponent has energy, but they can't hold 2 moves, and I think that Gyarados is going to be able to get the farm down here if it so chooses. The debuff, however, says no! Oh, dude, 1 HP. That's the worst. Unfortunate going down. Brave Bird takes you out. Good game. All right, next game up, we got another Ho-Oh lead. They're just out here in full force today, apparently. And the opponent brings in Dialga. This is the first time I think we've seen somebody bring in an actual decently safe response to the Gyarados. And Dialga is going to be met with the Solgaleo. Solgaleo is unfortunately just this thing's worst nightmare right now. Going for a couple of Psychic Fangs and then a farm down. Trying to get, honestly, as low as possible here before the opponent's going to be able to, well, before they take out the opponent, right? They want to get as low as possible so the Ho-Oh doesn't get as much farm. That's the ideal thing to have happen here. Roar of Time is going to do just that. Take the Solgaleo low, but not quite take it out. But the opponent says, nah, fam, I got a charge move. Ironhead's getting the shield here. The opponent going to be able to get that much, which is huge for them. Going for 1 Fire Spin and then the Psychic Fangs. Nice timing awareness here by Grandmastagoofy. Going for as much damage as they can muster onto this thing before the Solgaleo goes down. And Gyarados is going to come in now as well. But unfortunately for the Gyarados, it is down to shield. And Ho-Oh is just a menace right now, especially when it's got shields to hide behind. Opponent's going to be going immediately for a charge move. They got to drop this other shield. The opponent has 1 left. What are they going to send in here? Is it going to be something that's incredibly weak? Zamazenta comes in, looks to load up to 2 close combats. Opponent's Palkia, however, has a shield advantage, and that is going to make it that much tougher to take down. And once again, you got to give him as little farm as possible. And Gyarados is going to have to put in some weight here in this endgame, trying to get rid of this Ho-Oh that lingers before it. Opponent's going for the Aqua Tail. They're going to get the Zamazenta down low, but Zamazenta's going to get to the double close combat, and that is exactly what this Zamazenta's looking for here, because it not does, and they get the shield. That's even, oh, it's beautiful. The opponent here maybe could have won the game. I think this is going to basically just seal the deal right here. They definitely could have done a much cleaner win here if they went for the shield for Ho-Oh. But hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it? The opponent going to go for that charge move now, but unfortunately, I think it's going to be within Fire Spin downrange after the Brave Bird lands, and they're playing right. That's not Fire Spin, that's a Zamazenta, but they're playing right into Grandmaster Goofy's hands and brings in the Zamazenta for the Ice Fang farm down, and that was a good game. Well played. Very fun games here. Thank you, Grandmaster Goofy, for sending in the games. And chat, I'm going to say it 3 times, because apparently if I say Beetlejuice 3 times, I'll summon him. So if I say Shoutcast 3 times, maybe I'll summon them. Seriously, send them to me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.